Yash, if you could help us understand, as far as the gaps in these stories are concerned, where is it that the Delhi police is lacking? Where are the areas where it is finding it difficult to plug in the gaps in that chain of circumstantial evidence which has to be completed to prove this case in court of law?
Well, in fact, the Delhi police is moving ahead with what Aftab had told the Delhi police officials. And in fact, if we talk about Aftab's statement, he had continuously changed his statement. First statement, he said that Shraddha had left the home after a fight with him. Then he said, then the Delhi police did an investigation on it, and then they found that Shraddha was in fact, that particular phone of Shraddha was in fact in Maharashtra. So this accused in this very murder case is actually continuously changing his statements, and in fact Aftab was also brought to the location where he claims to have thrown those body pieces of Shraddha in Mehrauli jungle. And in fact, Delhi police is continuously trying to corroborate all the evidences based on what Aftab had told them. And in fact, he is now also changing his statement continuously. And apparently now, earlier he had told that the body was apparently cut into 35 pieces. Now there is a different version coming to it as to whether the body was actually butchered in those many pieces. And in fact, the police officials are on ground trying to corroborate and try to make sense of what Aftab had told them, be it technical evidences, be it circumstantial evidences, be it forensic evidences. So all these evidences need to be corroborated, and then a strong case needs to be put up when it comes to taking forward this entire case in the court of the law.
Right. Let me also bring in Anvit into the conversation. Anvit, any further detail about what the Delhi police is planning in terms of gathering more evidence, speaking to more people in the vicinity, trying to get an eyewitness to the crime or in the run-up to the crime?
Yes, Arunima, certainly. See, police have prepared a line of questioning, and based on which multiple people will be summoned in this entire case. Now, this line of questioning includes mutual contacts of the couple. It also includes the friends who used to visit the house of Aftab, and who also were friends with this woman, Shraddha. This police are expecting that it will help them know what kind of relationship they shared, and how Aftab used to treat this woman even much before this murder had taken place, because it is also believed that they had multiple mutual friends. Other than that, the landlord and the locals have also been summoned. Police have asked them to join for investigation. The local shopkeeper from where Aftab had bought a refrigerator and apparently a saw and a knife immediately the next day of the murder, which was May 19th. So that those people have also been asked to join investigation. Other than that, the family members, of course, are there. Aftab's family and Shraddha's family, their statements have already been recorded. But other than that, as we earlier also mentioned to our viewers, that this man will now be taken to Himachal and to Uttarakhand, and then back to Delhi. So all those contacts whom he had met there, they all also be tapped now, and their statements will be recorded as to know what all did this couple do there, whether there was some suspicious behavior that they had noticed of Aftab, or maybe the couple had fought even there, and certain chain of events also unfolded there. So police are now trying to know all these details just to fill in the gaps in the investigation that they have developed so far.
Right, and there is more information coming in as far as this case is concerned. There's a new twist, a new line for the police to probe Dr. Pranav Kabra, the doctor of Raksha Multi-Speciality Hospital, who said that the deceased victim in the Delhi fridge murder case, Shraddha Walkar, had consulted him on phone around February 2021 regarding her depression and violence and anger management issues of her live-in boyfriend, Aftab Amin Poonawala. So that's the latest information that is coming in, that much before the crime actually happened, we already know from common friends of Aftab and Shraddha that there were issues of domestic violence there. Now there's a doctor also who's testifying to the same. Mihir is the one who's getting us this information. Mihir, details. Mihir, if you can hear me, if you could fill us in on the details of what the doctor has said. Is this testimony something that has been recorded before the police? Okay, I'll try and get Mihir back on the line. But why is this important? This is important because the line that Delhi police has, the theory that they have framed so far, is that there were anger management issues of the main accused in this case, Aftab Amin Poonawala, and that in a fit of rage after a fight, he killed his girlfriend Shraddha. Now, there is a testimony to that effect about past history between the two. Dr. Pranav Kabra, who is a doctor at the Raksha Multi-Speciality Hospital, said that the deceased here in this case, Shraddha Walkar, had actually called him in February 2021 and spoken to him about the depression that she was going through, the violence that she was facing, and anger management issues that her boyfriend Aftab Amin Poonawala had. Mihir, if you can hear me, fill us in all the details. Is this a 161 statement made before the police, or is this a 164 statement, testimony before a judge? Okay, I think there is some trouble with that line with Mihir. Mihir, can you hear me now? Mihir, am I audible?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I was asking you about the details of the statement that the doctor has made. Is this a statement before the police, or has he already testified before a judge or a magistrate?
That doesn't seem to be the case at this point. What we understand is this doctor who is of course aware about the developments in the case and the manner in which this brutal murder has taken place, has come on record, and he's sharing this bit of detail with the media, saying that it was in February 21 that a girl called Shraddha Walkar approached him through a phone conversation. They discussed about the problems she was having. The problem was in a sense troubling her, and it was also related to the anger management issue that her partner was facing, and she mentioned Aftab's name as well. She asked for some amount of sedative pills, but the doctor said she would have to visit them at the clinic, and that's when they can prescribe some medication, but that didn't happen. And when this case has really been been the center of attention in many ways, the doctor really thought it was important for him to come out and speak about this little conversation that he had with a girl called Shraddha Walkar. She was apparently referred to him by the same social activist who was in touch with Shraddha Walkar, who met her at this cleanup drive. She's a known social activist, and the doctor knew her, and based on that reference he decided to speak to Shraddha. But when it came to giving some medications or offering some sort of treatment, he strictly asked her to come to the clinic so that more could be done. It was a time where the city was facing a certain amount of lockdown or restrictions. That was also cited as one of the reasons. Incidentally, this was a clinic which is very close to Shraddha Walkar's workplace, where she was working in Malad. So clearly there are several coincidences here, but as far as the doctor's narrative is concerned, he says that he did speak to somebody called Shraddha Walkar. She did mention the name of some partner called Aftab. This person was having anger issues, was told by Shraddha to the doctor, and for that also she was wanting to meet the doctor to get some sort of clinical treatment for him, as well as her, who was having a lot of issues and wanted some sort of pills so that she could calm herself down.